Yes, my people. Omo, listen to waiting Tinubu tell Nigerians for US. Just take a listen. Watch the video from beginning to the end. When you hear everything, you make sure you share the video so that any Nigerian person with the US may they get this information. Because at the end of this, when I want to read give una, I want to talk something very, very important. Just hear where Tinubu they tell people with the US and all the Nigerians with the in diaspora. Say in short, man, not to listen to them. Watch the video share them for me. Important.
I once lived in US. Opportunities abound, but return home. Tinubu tells Nigerians abroad. President Bola Tinubu has encouraged Nigerians in the US to rise above failure by changing their mindset for success in all their endeavors. Mr. Tinubu gave the advice at a town hall meeting with Nigerians in the diaspora on Wednesday in New York. I want to give you a measure that will resonate with you. I was once a diaspora. What you have been through, I have been through it. A change of mindset is necessary. Take it this night that Nigeria is home for business opportunities, stated the president. Mr. Tinubu stated also, anywhere you stay, there is always going to be an opportunity in. And in everything you do, there is always going to be an opportunity if you know how to search and put your mind into it. But we need you back home. Nigeria has arrived. Forget the frustration of the previous years. Leadership. The Nigerian leader said. Mr. Tinubu noted that Nigerians don't have any reason to be poor. We are just poor in some leadership areas. That is what I harped on during my campaign. It was a very gruesome campaign, but I won the election. But if I didn't throw myself into it with strong determination and result, I wouldn't have won. Mr. Tinubu explained. He stressed that there were so many hurdles on my way that would have stopped me, but he refused to be stopped. You can do the same as many of you here that are contesting elections, added Mr. Tinubu.
So I want to say that I agree with the president, but there are some things that we need to set straight. There is something you need to know. You see, the people of India, they travel a lot. But what do? When they travel, the people who travel actually are mostly their expatriate. So they travel, they go out, they join into key sectors of economy in other countries, they acquire knowledge, they come back, their government will invest in them. They will establish. And that is how they've been industrializing and growing their economy. Today, you wonder how India managed to learn. We got independence almost the same time, but today they've been able to land rockets on moon, on space, even ahead of the country that colonized them and all of that. So you wonder how they learned it. They had the will, they were ready. Their government was really, really investing in the knowledge that their people have gone out to acquire. You go to so many hospitals abroad today, you see Indians working there. So they go there, they work, they learn, they buy the equipment. Their government import the equipment into their country. They learn how the equipments are made. They even make prototype and others and copy and all of that. And then they still bring those who have traveled, who have gotten the skills back home. Then they pay them almost the same thing that they are paid in those countries, so that they don't have to feel like, no, I don't have to come back home because the earning here, the pay here is more than the pay I get there. So you get to see the country is thriving with the help of its diasporans. But here in our own condition, the president is asking people in US to come back to Nigeria because there is opportunity in Nigeria. It's not a wrong advice. But where it is not a wrong advice, but it is just the same thing as when the president came out and said the subsidy is no more. You have to make plan with the central bank, the Bank of Industry. And you see, everything have to go with planning. What critical sectors do you want to bring people into? We want to bring people back from so country, our medical doctor from here, they know how to do this kind of surgery and all of that. Let's establish the hospital here. Please, all of you who go for kidney surgeries and all of that, we now have an established, well-trained. You even bring some whites that can come and join them. And, so instead of us going to pay all those thousands of dollars to all those hospitals abroad, let them pay it here. Before you know it, our engineers who work in all those companies over there, if you know you are an engineer in abroad and you have this skill, you have this idea, signify. We are looking at how we can establish something like that, something similar over here. In fact, this is exactly how it is done. You have to plan something. You don't just come out and ask people to leave what they are doing and come back home. To come and do what? Number one is insecurity. Number two is lack no job. Number three is how much is the minimum wage in Nigeria. So somebody will live where he's earning $8,000 per month to come and be earning 200,000 naira per month. It's not possible. You have to first of all make arrangements, make provisions for a soft landing for all of them. And this one, you people are doing your lawlessness. You use security agencies to chase people up and down. That's how you want people to come back here. So somebody will now commit traffic offense. Your people will blow his face and all of that. And that's where you're bringing them back to. We have to first, in short, the government need to go and work on themselves and